Hello, friends, how are you going? Despair, distress, mental illness, or disappointment, or feeling stressed, frustrated, anxiety, fear, worrisome. All these things are only misleading us to not do the things that we should. So, what's the reason? What's the thing that helping us not to develop a right solution to the things that we are automatically and repetitively working on? So, awareness, introduce awareness to delete emotional deprivation or ignorance. Now, if you ask me, or if we can ask ourselves, what is that one point that is making us to cause so much of pain, grief, disappointment, and only worry about numerous of things? Well, there is one single thing that is only holding us to not live or to not experience the blissful life. It's the ignorance. Ignorance is not something that we should invite in our life or in our mindset or in our practice. Ignorance can be in any form, whether it's our way of working or whether we are reacting to something or we are not aware of how we can tackle the situation. Now, this ignorance can be a multiple form, but here we can understand that expectations are the key cause to the numerous pains that I've shared you just a few minutes ago. Now, expectations, why we are building expectations or why we are creating this. If we can ask this question to ourselves, then there should be a solution to it. Now, expectations. Imagine your work now, imagine your role. Now, for few seconds, let us put these expectations aside and we only work on our own job and not expect anything, neither positive or negative, neither appraisal or criticism, neither profit or loss, nothing, but you're working on your job. Do you think this is possible? Many people, we say that it's not possible, it's not 100% possible, at least not this age, not at this digital age or anything. Well, it might seem like we have to agree, but there is a slokam from Bhagavad Gita, which where Lord Krishna pinpoints that whether it's profit or loss, or gain or distress, or victory or failure, when you're engaged in your activity with your full concentration or focus on only working on the job, which is like devoting the service to the Lord, then there is no way that we incur um, a pain or a grief, disappointment, anxiety, and so on and so forth. So when when such uh, important um, formula or mantra has been encrypted in Bhagavad Gita, which is a source of um, everything for a better life, for a blissful life, to attain the human excellence means, if it is written, then there is a high possibility that we can introduce the awareness to only work, engage, and fully immerse in the role that we are working on. I do agree distractions happen. I do agree that people are around you not the way that we like to uh, be, or not, they don't agree with us, they don't follow, or they don't believe. We agree that. But When you are so stable, when you believe in it, and when you try to practice it, and when you practice for several times, it becomes a habitual way process for you to not react to the situation, to not link your work to the expectations. Rather, you are only focused on your the job how it's done, and how dedicatedly you performed. This is simple, but how much time do we think that we need to put this ability, this focus, to not engage with outcomes but engage in our own work? Again, this seems impossible, but there is a possibility when we try to introduce the awareness towards focusing on the work, focusing on the job that is important to us every day, every moment, and not missing it. And how this happens when you try to do a single step every day. Now, this cause of pain, grief, anxiety, disappointment, frustration, mental disorders is only caused just due to expectations. Now, we have the ability to kill, to delete that expectations through a spiritual practice, or through believing it in something that that's causing us to deprive further. Now, so what this means to our lifestyle, what it gives to us, is that the ability to improve our ability to respond rather than react, and to improve our um, uh, health, inner health, which means that we try to gain the stability to not wither out for the gain or loss, pain, or gains, or profit or loss, victory or failure. Now, this stamina, this emotional stamina, is very much important in every stage of our lives. Whether we are teaching our kids, whether we are sharing with our friends, or whether we are working with our colleagues, these things, these elements, this method is so essential, that which will help us to build the right foundation for a better life, better community, society that we live in. Isn't that fantastic? Like knowing about how awareness, in any way, that can be your reading something or doing yoga, meditation, how you can slower your own pace, and dedicating your work, your job right now, and not just looking for the numbers or the outcomes. So, awareness is key to everything. So, let me recap how this is going to happen. Pain or emotional deprivation, disappointments, or worry, anxiety are, are the cause of expectations. Expectations can be only make us to drive towards more ill health issues. Now, awareness, bringing awareness in the midst of your job, your work, your role, can help you to improve your emotional health, way to respond, and help you to create a better relationship, and help you to understand a better way to improve your performance. So, this is all for today, and I'll see you in the next part of this series. Do comment the things or the topics that you want me to share, and I'll see you again. Bye.